Hello, I'm Kyle Bratch from Chaparral Motorsports, and today I want to give you the detailed breakdown and walk around of the brand new J-Cruise 2 from Shoei. This newly redesigned and fresh for 2020 J-Cruise 2 helmet has some features built into it that are phenomenal. Definitely a step in the technologically advanced department. The first thing that they did is they went to the wind tunnel and they tested this helmet significantly against the original J-Cruise helmet. This thing flows 30% more air in, allowing this helmet to have way more ventilation than we've ever seen before in the previous J-Cruise helmets. Another thing they did is on the exhaust vents, they allowed 20% more warm, hot, moist air to flow out of the back of the helmet, and that is going to keep you cooler as well. Well, on the topic of comfort, we have an extended drop-down sun visor on the inside. That's going to come down further, allowing you to have better protection from the sun. The visor here is newly redesigned as well. It allows a really easy open just by pulling this little tab to the side. If you don't pull that tab, the visor is locked down and does not open on its own. Moving down to the bottom of the helmet, as far as comfort goes, we have a ratchet-style chin strap. This is a feature that consumers are tending to lean towards instead of the traditional D-ring that we see in a lot of other open-face helmets. Still on the topic of comfort but leaning towards technology, this helmet is also equipped to be able to accept the Sena SRL system. There's going to be a little spot back here that we'll show you in a bit where that actually mounts on the inside, comes over here and allows that unit to install seamlessly into this helmet. Definitely the best headset integration that we've seen so far in a 3/4 or open face helmet. Now before we dig into the guts of this helmet and show you each of the features and functions of this helmet up close and personal, let me just run through a quick overview of what we're about to look at. This helmet is compact, lightweight, aerodynamic, has a longer sun shield, enhanced aerodynamics, better ventilation and noise reduction, and it features the seamless integration of the Sena SRL and SRL2 communication systems. All of these pieces are going to allow this helmet to allow you to have comfort and safety while out there on the road. In order to keep the shell of this helmet lightweight and compact, Shoei utilizes the proprietary multi-ply matrix AIM shell and multi-density EPS liner. Again, there's several different shells and liners in order to get the proper or the smallest fit for each person's head. Starting up here on the top with the ventilation, we have 3 different vents here across the top. We have a center vent that has 2 different positions, or 3 positions. We have closed, and we have a small opening and all the way open. And then we have the same type of vents here on either side of the helmet. We have fully closed in the forward position, we have halfway open, and all the way open. Moving around to the back, it doesn't matter how much air you put into the helmet if it can't be exhausted. And back here we have this nice venturi effect back here the wind's gonna come over the top of the helmet and pull that warm moist air out. 20% better exhaust has been proven from wind tunnel testing of this helmet over the original J-Cruise helmet. Moving back around here to the front, let's take a look at the visor here. The visor is not gonna open by just grabbing the front and pulling. That's going to be a great safety feature for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's not going to accidentally open, and number 2, if you happen to tumble down the road, it's going to stay in the closed position. The way that this shield opens is just by putting a slight pressure on the visor right here, and then it really simply opens. Now there are some nice detents down here at the bottom, so if you want to run with this helmet slightly cracked open for a bit more ventilation, you can definitely do that. There then is no more detent all the way up to the top, where it does have a positive lock for the open feature. You're going to notice this shield is also pin lock equipped, so you can add a pin lock to this helmet for a completely fog-free situation. Moving to the drop-down sun visor. This is going to be a single action operation here on the side, a single pull down that locks into place and a single push up that then has a detent that holds it properly in the up position. Now, while deployed, you're going to notice that this shield is significantly longer than the original J-Cruise helmet. That was a feature that customers had asked for time and time again, and Shoei has come through on the J-Cruise 2. You're going to have significantly more coverage here, allowing you to have the best sun protection of most 3/4 or open face helmets. Now when I say longer, what I'm meaning by that is the shield itself drops down further. The distance between the top and the bottom here has been lengthened. While still here talking about visor features, let's take a look at how this visor comes on and off. This is a quick release system that I really like. There are a lot of 3/4 or open face helmets that have a very tricky visor system as far as getting them off. Some actually still require tools in order to remove the shield, which I think is pretty ridiculous this day and age. So looking down here at the mechanism, this is going to be the trigger that's going to release the shield from the helmet. We're going to pull that trigger. It's going to pop right out. Same is going to go on this side. Again, just pull forward and the shield will come off really simply, just like that. To reinstall, you're going to want to line this tab here up at the top first. I'm going to go ahead and stick it into place and then just put mild pressure onto the side of the hinge there, and it will automatically pop back on and function the way it should. Moving now to the inside of the helmet, let's go ahead and rotate this helmet up and take a look at the retention strap. This is going to be a ratchet style. We're going to have this little flip tab here that's going to allow you to get out. Again, this is metal on metal. This is very, very safe. You can hear that there are multiple ratchet settings here, so you can have it loose or tight and get that perfect fit after you've already dialed in the fit with the manual strap adjustment here on the other side. Now looking at the comfort liner, this thing is extremely plush. I mean, the feel of the inside of this liner is definitely premium. This liner is completely removable, it's moisture wicking and antimicrobial. And right now I'm going to show you just how this liner removes. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back of the neck roll here and I'm going to undo the first 2 snaps. Now I'm going to open the shield so I can go ahead and take a look and see exactly what I'm doing here at the front of the liner. Little snap tabs that hold this in place. Really simple to remove. Now here when it comes to the cheek pad removal, you're going to want to be very careful. Now it is a 3/4 face helmet, so the sides of the EPS here are held in a little bit differently than you would find on a typical full face helmet. What we're going to see here is a separation. We're going to have the actual EPS liner, and then we're going to have the cheek pad that snaps into it here on the outside. Once we get that initial snap removed, we're going to take out the bottom plastic liner that goes up in between the external shell and the EPS liner here at the bottom. And then there's going to be another snap back here towards the back of the earpiece as well. I'm going to go ahead and move this over to the other side and perform that same function. 2 snaps and a couple ribs, and then we can pull it out of the base here. All right, so taking a look at the inside of this helmet, we're going to notice huge ventilation channels here in the EPS liner. That's going to allow this helmet to have lots of airflow on the inside, allowing you to stay cooler while out there on the road. Another really interesting thing you're going to notice is take a look at this side, is we have a speaker pocket insert. So if you're not running a communication system on this helmet, there's a speaker pocket insert that fills in the void so you have a nice soft feeling up against your ear, not just an open channel. So this here is that insert that I'm talking about. If we lift this off, you can see that this is exactly the size of the intercom speaker that would go into this hole. Now if Shoei would have left that hole open, then you'd have this void that's in there and you get a really weird acoustic sound inside your helmet. So this actually acts as the noise isolator or insulator when you don't have a comm system installed. So looking more at that helmet headset integration, we can take a look at where the speaker is going to sit in here, and then there's a very positive channel for that wire to come back to that main unit here in the back. Now that main unit is going to install underneath this little door here and fit right into this nice little cubby hole where this foam isolator is. Again, any open hole like this that's on the helmet that wasn't covered with foam, if that unit is not installed, is going to be significantly louder than if it's muffled with something like a piece of foam. Moving around this direction, you're going to notice the speaker wire is going to come forward, attached to the speaker here, and then we have a dedicated channel that comes forward here for the boom mic that's going to come up and allow you to speak into the headset. Now I'd like to show you how this helmet fits. Now keep in mind that I typically wear a size small helmet. I'm a 56 centimeter, and this is a large helmet, so it's going to be a little bit bobbly, but it should give you an idea of what this helmet looks like on a person. Now I can say that as soon as I put this helmet on, I get this closed in effect, almost like ear muff effect over my ears. The external sounds actually were muted as I put this helmet on, so Noise on the freeway obviously will be reduced because of that feature. Now I do wear glasses, and I gotta say that the glasses fit on this helmet is really good. Closing the visor down, lots of room here. This comes down almost, well, definitely below my chin and completely out of my line of sight. So I can look down and just barely see this rim, but really I have an unobstructed view all the way back. In my peripheral, I can see all the way forward to here. Really nice. Now let's take a look at the drop-down sun visor. Comes down, does not interfere anywhere close to where my glasses are at. And that is something that does happen on some of the drop-downs. There's more than an inch distance between my glasses and this drop-down visor. Lots and lots of room. I'll go ahead and do that without the main shield down so you guys can see. Deploys nicely. Comes down basically past my nose. It's really far. Putting the shield back down, we'll give you a 360. Show you what this helmet looks like. And then I'm going to go ahead and really quick reach up and function my vents. Like I said, they do function well. I don't have a gloved hand at the moment, but with a gloved hand, these would be nice and easy to open and close. And there you have it. That there is the detailed breakdown of this newly redesigned J-Cruise 2 helmet from Shoei. If you like what you saw today, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more action like this coming directly to your inbox, please hit that subscribe button, and more importantly, the notification bell so you can be part of the notification squad. If you have any questions about this helmet, please leave a comment below, and we'll be sure to get back to you as soon as that comment is posted. Until next time, and as always, take care and ride safe out there.